That means how much oxygen do you have to breathe to fill your tank back up after you train. So that becomes a limiting factor in training. So in the beginning we do low oxygen. Toward the middle we mix it up and do both, and toward the end of camp he does all high oxygen. So that's the equivalent of running against the wind would be low oxygen. With the wind at your back assisting you would be the equivalent of high oxygen. So we do sprint work, we do heavy bag, we do horizontal plyometrics where they lay down and then they wear a mask, and it's got a special high-tech footboard that reduces stress on connective tissue, ligament, and tendon, and then they explode up, 2 legs and 1 leg, but at different periodization there during the camp, they're doing low and then high. And because you want to be able to throw not just hard punches, but hard and fast punches, and then you want to be able to sustain that. So what we're really trying to develop is what they call speed and power endurance. Distance running may give you a little endurance, but the sprint training is what causes your body to produce lactic acid, which is produced entirely in fast twitch muscle fiber, not slow twitch. This also activates the hormones like growth factor and testosterone, as well as all the enzymes in your body. So,
What's the number one when fighters come into your camp and you test their blood in the beginning? What's the number one thing that you find that fighters are doing wrong?
Most are overtrained.
Meaning they're not giving themselves enough rest?
That's right. You have to be able to calculate the training interval to the recovery interval. And everybody thinks it's the grind, that you should, while he's sleeping, I'm grinding. Burn the midnight oil. That's so untrue, all of it.
That's pretty much the Floyd Mayweather book that he.
I don't care who does it. You got to understand the science.
Yeah.
You have what they call biochemical individuality. Everybody has different determination. Everybody has different physical gifts and talents. It's what can you do to improve. Now, imagine if he did scientific training, what he might be. So I'm just telling you, road work is not a good thing to do. Or I don't want to say it's not a good thing to do. There are better ways to improve oxygen uptake and utilization, and that's to use a mask or to use a chamber. And you want to use, everybody knows about simulated altitude training, and then the first generation was live high, train high. Well, that really is the worst for you, because you don't get any recovery. As an example, they built the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. You talk to a lot of boxers, they wake up with blood in their pillowcase.
Wow.
It causes sleep disturbance. So you're burning when you're in low oxygen, your heart rate's kicked up 10, 15 beats a minute. How are you recovering when your heart's racing?
Is it
hard? So you want to sleep in your own bed at sea level, and then use the low oxygen as a form of resistance to help break you down. But still, when you're at elevation, your all-out exertion is maybe only 85% of what it is at sea level. So you're just, if you repeat that over a period of time, eventually you're going to be weaker and you're going to be slower.
Is it hard for fighters to unlearn all these things that have been drilled into them since they started boxing?
That's why I spend a lot of time, educating them so that they understand why they're doing what they're doing, because I can't follow them around and tap them on the shoulder every 5 minutes and say, here's what you need to be doing. They need to